Hi. So, looking back at this course, I can honestly say that my thinking about critical thinking has changed a lot. At the beginning of the course, I believed that if students could solve difficult math problems and get the correct answer, then they were actually thinking critically. I thought that giving students challenging problems was enough. Now, I understand that critical thinking is much more than getting the right answer. Students need opportunities to explain their thinking, justify their choices, reflect on their learning, and make decisions. A correct answer does not always show deep understanding. The idea influenced me the most was learning about the Triple E framework and Universal Design for Learning, UDL. The Triple E framework helped me realize that technology should have purpose. It should help students think more deeply, not just make a digital lesson or make it entertainment. UDL has also changed my way of thinking and teaching. Before this course, I sometimes thought that giving students supports meant making learning easier. Now I understand that good supports actually remove the barriers while keeping the learning challenging. Students can still do rigorous, difficult work when they have the right tools and support. My thinking about technology has actually changed a lot. Before this class, I mostly used technologies because it was available or because students enjoyed using it. But now I ask myself a different question. How does technology actually help my students think? If technology helps students explain their reasoning, solve problems, or understand difficult ideas, then it just actually has value. If it doesn't improve learning or thinking, then I don't think it's necessary. One idea that I carry with me into my classroom is that assessments should show students thinking, not just the right answer, specifically in math. I redesigned one of my assessments so students had to model an equation with algebra tiles and explain the reasoning. That experience helped me realize that I learned much more about my students when I asked them to explain the why something works and not just how to actually solve it. One question I still have is how to consistently design the lessons and assessments to encourage every student to think deeply, especially when students have different learning needs and different levels of confidence in math. I know this is something I'll continue learning as I gain a lot more experience. Overall, this course actually changed the way I think about teaching math. Instead of focusing on only getting the correct answer, I now actually want my students to become confident thinkers who can explain, justify, and reflect on their learning. Thanks.